What's up? What's good? This is Brandon Lawrence.
Austin Berry, what's good?
We're back again for another episode. It's in the fall. It's a little bit colder outside, man. I see you got your sweater. You got your polo sweater on, also, so it must be
get prepared for the weather.
Cold outside. How'd y'all do last week, man?
Last week, we won 50-0. You know, defense had another shutout. So
you coach the defense, right?
I coach the defense. We're playing real good, playing fast. This week we play Floyd County. It's another home game for us, second round of the playoffs. So, hopefully we just continue to build on what we did last week and continue to stay focused on what we do good.
Yeah, you guys have home field advantage throughout the playoffs?
The whole playoffs. So everybody that comes through us.
The state championship goes through the Central Yellow Jackets. What street are y'all on? Central Avenue?
Central Avenue.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Central Avenue.
Floyd County, watch out. Austin, man, what's going on, man? You ever been to Asia?
I've never been to Asia. Never traveled, never been to Asia.
I heard they have pretty strict laws over there.
I see they got strict laws. Everybody who goes over there knows that they got strict laws, but apparently Mr. Ball's family don't know that.
3 UCLA men's basketball players, including LiAngelo Ball, younger brother of Lonzo and second son of LeVar, along with freshmen Cody Riley and Jalen Hill, were arrested on shoplifting charges in China ahead of Friday's season opening game against Georgia Tech in Shanghai. UCLA released a statement saying, "We are aware of a situation involving UCLA student athletes in China. The university is cooperating fully with local authorities on this matter, and we have no further comment at this time."
It's the middle ball, LiAngelo Ball. He's a
middle ball. The middle ball.
He's a freshman basketball at UCLA. He gets clocked, he gets burned. And he comes from the Ball family. Lonzo's little brother, his dad's LeVar. And they're playing their first game this week against Georgia Tech over there in China, which is it's a good experience to play your first college game in China against okay ball club Georgia Tech. But they was the hotel. The story is the hotel. They're in China. The hotel is next to a Louis Vuitton store. LiAngelo Ball and 2 other teammates were accused of stealing from the Louis Vuitton store. They was accused of stealing some sunglasses.
Okay.
And they got arrested. And right now they're out on bail. And, from the reports that I've read, if they did steal, they're looking at 3 to 10 years.
For stealing sunglasses.
Stealing sunglasses.
Wow. I mean, I remember this is maybe like Singapore. A while back, this kid, he got caned for vandalizing a car. I think he spray painted the car or something. It was back when Clinton was the president. There was a big international fiasco. They were trying to get him. Clinton was trying to get the kid saved from getting his butt whooped because they got some archaic what do you call them? Archaic punishment over there, right?
Right, they do.
You could take the years or you can get caned or something like that.
It's different over there, yeah.
So here's the thing. First thing, just like, what do we say? Did we run into this last week? Talking about you need to know where you are. Who is that? Who is the kid? Last week was Lawyer Dog.
Oh yeah.
Last week was Lawyer Dog.
Yeah.
Here's another lesson. Look, man, these things write themselves. Here's another lesson. Okay? When you go to another country, another jurisdiction, what the first thing you want to do is you want to get out you want to see what the weather's going to be. Right? You want to see how the weather's going to be so you can dress appropriately. You want to see what sites you're going to go see. So you get a
traveler's guide.
Yeah, get a travel guide. Tourism guide.
Right.
You want to see where you want to stay, of course, and what the foods, what the customs are of the local people. And I guess, I never had to worry about doing this. But I guess if you're prone to any criminal activity, you also want to see what the laws are, what the punishments are if you're going to steal some sunglasses.
Right.
Or allegedly, if you're going to allegedly steal sunglasses, you want to know what the punishment is if you get caught.
If you get caught, correct.
Okay. So you're not in America. You're in China. I don't know what city was it. Beijing.
I'm not for sure on the city.
So whatever city that you're in, right? I mean, how many black dudes? How many? These guys are like what, 6'4", 6'5" or better?
Right.
How many tall black dudes, other than is Stephon Marbury still there playing in China? They got a statue of him.
Yeah, they do. I think he is. I think he over there collecting checks still.
Okay.
I think this is his last year because they want him to be owner, but he wants to play still. And
Rondo might be over there because he's
Rondo's getting a check from the Pelicans.
But he wears shoes from a Chinese sneaker company.
D Wade too.
Yeah, D Wade Anta. So you know how many black dudes 6'5", 6'6" or better are over in China in the first place? Okay, so you stick out like a sore thumb.
Correct.
And you're gonna steal? Come on. Well, allegedly steal? Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, his daddy was upset. You could tell. Well, any daddy would be upset.
I know, but his dad told people to quit making a big deal of it. It really wasn't nothing.
I think he's trying to downplay it.
Yeah, I think he is too. And then
his daddy knows, man.
They interviewed his LiAngelo Ball today, and he says he hasn't talking to his brother or he hasn't talking to his father.
Good answer
about it. So yeah, which is a great
Leave
answer.
him alone. What's he got to do with it?
Yeah, and you know now everybody's all in their business. You know, a lot of people are saying, "Why would you steal when your brother's a millionaire or your father's a millionaire?" So
like
you know,
kleptomaniac or something.
Yeah, you know, I don't know, man. He's not representing the Ball family.
People steal,
good.
Man. He's a kid. He's a kid. You could be a kid and have $5,000 in your pocket and steal a piece of bubble gum, man.
Right.
I mean, it's a kid, man. You gotta be careful where you are, man.
They got to, man. He has to.
So I don't know. Hopefully this thing. What's the boy's name?
LiAngelo.
Yeah. Hopefully for LiAngelo, everything will end well. It's like, are they Italian?
I'm not for sure.
LiAngelo,
I think the
like
mom
Italian.
might. I think the mom is. Yeah, I think the mom is. Yeah.
I'm about to say that's Italian. That sounds like an Italian name, LiAngelo.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, we're wishing all the best for LiAngelo, man. You know, hopefully he'll get through this thing.
Yeah, hopefully he's good, man. I like the Ball family.
Yeah, they're entertaining. Let's come stateside, man. Hold up. The Texans, we know we revisit something else that we've already talked about this Colin Kaepernick thing.
The Houston Texans signing Josh Johnson yesterday should have made Colin Kaepernick come to the realization, I'm not playing anymore in the NFL. They signed a guy that has not thrown a pass in the NFL since 2011.
The Texans, with Deshaun Watson's out for the season, torn ACL. Tom Savage, is that his name? Tom Savage? He's horrible.
Terrible.
Okay.
Get rid of the guy.
And so they picked up another guy.
Right.
Okay. Josh Johnson. Hadn't played out of San Diego State. I don't know. He was last with the Bucks.
I think the Buccaneers, yep. Or the Giants, one of the two.
Oh, the Giants. Yeah, he was with the Giants. I don't think he got any.
He never got any burn. But
so Josh Johnson out of University of San Diego, quarterback, big quarterback, big arm, but he hadn't thrown a pass since 2011, and the Texans picked this guy up, and of course everybody knows it's been a saga. If you follow this what's his name, this Colin Kaepernick thing,
right?
He's still on the market,
right?
So, but the Texans, it's a black quarterback. Right? So I guess they protecting themselves. You know, man, you know the game, man. It's a game. It's a shell game, man.
It is, man.
It's a shell game, man. I'm going to tell you, I don't see, now if they believe that they can do this, just because you pick a black guy and it's not Kaepernick, I don't, you know, I think Cap has a shot at winning this collusion case.
think so too.
It's looking better and better every day.
Every day, and this guy hasn't thrown a pass since 2011.
Come on, man.
Cap just did what he did last year, and his numbers was good. He just played on a bad team, but come on, man,
team.
like this that don't make no sense. But look who the owner is. The
owner. That's the guy that said
he didn't want no prisoners running. No inmates running his prison. So, I mean, look what we're dealing with already. So, it's kind of hard. You kind of can tell he doesn't want to play like Cap on his team, bringing all that attention and everything. Which is, a sad case again. And to bring a guy who hasn't played since 2011, everything's lining up correctly for Cap. Everything. It's clear as day. Nobody wants him in this league, and he's proving that he can play in this league at the highest level plenty of times. And that signing, that was just wrong, man. The Houston Texans organization, they're along with every other team that's passed up Cap for their own reasons. And, it's all bad.
I mean, it's definitely not a good look. You kind of like, you kind of, it's just, it doesn't make any sense, man.
Right.
I mean,
none at all.
So I mean, I don't even know. It's believable because you're seeing it.
Right.
But this is just crazy. It's crazy. It's done. I mean, it's good. Cap, man. Look, man, go ahead, write. I guess he's gonna write a book or something. Write a book, man. I think it's a wrap for you, man. I think it's a wrap. And the thing about it, if he wins this collusion case, he'll probably make more money than he would have been playing.
Yeah.
And you don't have to sacrifice your body.
And I had seen that Tony Gonzalez, he even said he was on one of these NFL shows. He was like, Cap's never gonna play again in the NFL.
Nah,
which is true now. People,
he's 32. He's 32. He's in what would be his prime years.
Yep.
So and you lose, you got a bunch of rust, and you got all that baggage. Well, it's they say they call it baggage. There's no other way,
right,
I guess, to describe it.
Right.
Yeah, it's whatever's everything that's associated with it. So. I mean, it kind of just hurts to even talk about it. It's man,
it's sad.
It's a sad thing because you say, everybody's saying that sports is a meritocracy, and obviously it's not. It's obviously not, man. But hey, it's what it is, man. But staying along the lines of the protest, we got a guy. There's a local guy over at Manual High School. It's a couple high school stories that we have, local Louisville high school stories that that we've got, man. DuPont Manual, okay? We got this principal over at DuPont Manual. Did you go to? Well, you went to school in Radcliffe.
Yeah, I went to school in Radcliffe.
So we got the principal over at DuPont Manual, right? What is this principal's name? I'm trying to look up his name, but anyway, the principal over there, I think he got reprimanded. He was reprimanded. It was a conversation. Principal Jerry Mays. Okay, some students came into Jerry Mays' office and they were recording him. Okay, they wanted to talk to Jerry Mays about the head football coach not allowing student trainers to kneel before the national anthem, before the male manual game, which is a huge game in Louisville. It's a big rivalry, historical rivalry. So, man, what's this? Yeah, they were saying, like, why do you want to kneel in front of this game? This is a big game. And, of course, why wouldn't you want to kneel in front of the biggest game with the most eyes?
Most eyes,
on it. I mean, that's the whole point. Yeah. That's the whole point of any protest.
Right. I lost 4 jobs because I would like. What I don't like about it, there's some people where this is a sincere gesture on their part, and they sincerely mean that. There's some people jumping on it because it's the cool thing to do. That I don't like.
I don't think anyone necessarily calls yelling the cool thing to do.
That's your perspective. You don't know how I was isolated. You don't know how I was discriminated in the Catholic community because I was a Protestant. My parents forced me to think that. I can say that all day.
I think that's pretty different though than.
How's that different?
I know there's discrimination in religion. Like, I'm aware of this, but I think to the degree, like the discrimination degree, I think it's a little worse for black people than.
How's that? I disagree with you on that. That's what I was saying with John Marshall's office. His office is screwing things up so much.
So, this guy, this principal said a bunch of things, man. Talking about, Black Student Union, his stance about kneeling. He didn't want he didn't think that they should kneel. He was talking about a friend of mine who works for JCPS, John Marshall, with the diversity and
right.
with the Black Male Academy over there. He was just saying some crazy off the wall stuff, and to these kids, and he didn't know. Obviously, he didn't know that they were recording. Yeah, that they were recording him, and so now it's an uproar. I guess they're going to investigate. He's reprimanded. Was it a written reprimand? I don't know what a reprimand is.
I'm not for sure either.
So, but I mean, the bottom line is it's a rough thing for your man. What's the polio? Marty Polio's got a whole bunch of stuff to deal with, man. He's got to deal with this. He's got to deal with that stuff over at J-Town that we talked about last week when the two brothers were fighting over earbuds, and then they called the resource officer called the police, and then everything got buck wild, man. So I mean, I don't know, Austin. I mean, what's going on, man? With his high school? We're talking high school. Why are people so upset about kids kneeling? Or I mean, and then you go. But then what happens is they start spouting off at the mouth about every other thing. He's talking about he was discriminated against because he was a Protestant in the Catholic community. I'm like, what is this guy talking about, man? This apples and oranges, man.
Right.
How he's for the students and I think it was a story where a transgender kid came to him and he was asking about the kid's operation and
everything.
What do you have underneath your clothing?
Come on,
some crazy stuff, man.
Crazy
stuff.
So
what happens is, when a guy when one thing comes out, 4 or 5 other things come out the woodwork. Everybody comes out the woodwork. So what's going to happen to this guy? I don't know, but this is some wild. Oh, he was talking about black teachers. Like, should you hire black? Is it hiring black teachers and discrimination and
man, that's all out of control. Man. You start to see the true colors of these peoples, honestly, and a lot of times I think that people in position at schools, especially high schools, feel like kids don't know enough in order to protest for something. And my thing is, if a kid comes to you and states his reason and has his research of why he's against doing it, let him do it. What's it going to hurt you for? Of course it's going to cause attention, but you letting the kid be him. Like, this is not your son, your kid. This is somebody who's at your school, but you didn't birth this kid. You can't tell him what to do and what not to do. I mean, I guess let a kid do as he please. He has a right to.
I mean, if somebody's going to kneel, man, you're making more of an issue about it, denying them the opportunity to express themselves rather than allowing them to do it. I mean, you're the principal. Everybody knows you're the principal.
Correct.
Okay? Why don't you want to be on the right side of history, man? You're looking silly. What's this guy, Jerry Mays? Nobody knew Jerry Mays. Nobody knows Jerry Mays.
Now everybody knows.
Now we know you're silly, man. Jerry Mays, you're silly, man.
Doing funny business, man.
Yeah, and then everything else comes out.
Right.
Okay? Next, they're going to follow you and find you at the, at the grocery store looking at funny magazines.
Right.
That's what happens, man.
It is.
It's a cycle. You get more scrutiny. Anybody, just like, what's the J. Edgar Hoover, anybody that wants to oppress people, they got secrets, man. They got problems that go beyond what they're trying to stop you from doing.
Right, and this is definitely going to be a big issue because Marion is one of the best high schools in Louisville academic wise, but
I won't mess with these
yeah,
kids.
once people start looking at who's the principal of this school and what type of guy he is, kids not gonna want to go there. No, parents are not gonna want to send their kids there no more.
And they don't want a distraction. That's
Right.
one thing
At
kids
all.
don't
Yeah.
want. These high achieving kids and their families, they want a smooth sail. They don't want any distractions. So I mean, maybe the parents like the guy. Who knows?
Correct.
But I tell you one thing, it's not. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too
not
good.
looking
for the
good
fella,
at all, man.
It's
Not
not a good
looking
look,
good.
Jerry. Let the kids do their thing, Jerry.
Yeah, let them be free, man. Let them do as they please.
He might. I don't know. Maybe he'll demote himself like the guy over there at J.
Hopefully he finds himself.
Austin, man, it's not even last week was what, Halloween. Last week was Halloween. This is the beginning of November. And not even Thanksgiving's like at the end of the month.
Right.
I went to the grocery store over there. I went to the Portland Kroger, and I heard, when I got out of that car, I heard ding 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 ding. I was like, oh man. And then I knew what it was automatically.
You already know.
You don't forget that sound, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't no train or anything. It was, and I saw a dude at the entrance of the Kroger with a Salvation Army belt in a bucket.
Right.
I said, I didn't know they came out this early.
Man.
What's going on, man? I mean, I'm all for charity and things like that, but come on, man. It's like these holidays are just rolling into each other, man.
Rolling into each other.
You can't finish one holiday, they begging for money for the next
For
holiday.
the next one, right.
Well, I don't understand it, man. I didn't even take my pumpkin off
Out the porch.
yeah, the pumpkin's still on the porch, man. And they asking for money for Christmas.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. Look, man, my kids need charity, man.
Yeah, man.
I need some charity.
These charities, man. Plus, they aggressive nowadays too.
Like you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, they'll come get you and try to make you feel bad if you don't got nothing on you.
You can give online.
Yeah.
You can you can't get to the red light. I pray for the green light when I see those people at the thing. The fireman holding a bucket out.
Right.
I mean, what's this thing? A boot?
The boot.
I said, come on, what's going on, man? I don't get it, man.
What we doing, man?
If you get, it's just like tips. You remember that? Have you seen Reservoir Dogs?
No, I have never seen that.
Okay, Reservoir Dogs is that Quentin Tarantino flick, right? Mr. Pink, Mr. Blue, and all that. You gotta watch the joke. It's good. Okay, and so what they had in the beginning, all the guys are in black suits. It's like Gary. Is it Sinise? Nah, he's not in. It's somebody else. The dude that was a funny dude in The Wedding Singer. Not Sandler, but the boy that was the best man.
I know who you're talking
I'm
about.
the better man.
Yeah.
I'm not the best man. I'm the better man.
Right.
So anyway, this guy's in the movie with Harvey Keitel and a couple other people, right? So the dude's in the movie. They're in the movie. They're at the restaurant, and they it comes out. They say, "Hey, everybody, time for the tip." Okay. So the one guy's like, I'm not giving them the tip. I'm not giving the tip, man. What I'm giving a tip for? They need to ask their boss for a raise.
Right.
That's my point. Why are you asking me for, we call it donations? Ask the people that need to give it. Ask the legislators to increase your wages or your funding or something, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We paying what? I don't know, $5 for a gallon of milk.
True.
And then you come out the store. Oh, you got any change, man? You need change, man. You need to change your ways, man, and get you change something. Get you a job, man. I got time for that stuff, man.
Yeah,
I'm going off, but that bothers me, man.
I mean, it just.
If I want to give you something, I give it to you.
I feel the same way. It just bothers me how aggressive they are, and
aggressive panhandlers.
Yeah, very, very aggressive, and they make it feel like you have to do it. No, it's my decision. If I want to do it or not,
Try
it's
to
my
guilt
choice.
trip, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, they aggressive.
It don't make any sense. But whatever, man. It's whatever. But another thing that doesn't make any sense is, dude, what is, it's two stories that we have, okay? But one thing that doesn't make any sense, we'll start off with the real bad story. Man, what's up with these kids, man?
New information tonight about that deadly shooting that happened in the Cherokee Triangle. Louisville Metro Police are confirming today that the victim in the shooting, 30-year-old Jason Spencer, was carrying a gun and fired back at the suspects, hitting a 15-year-old. Investigators say that teenager and another suspect attempted to rob Spencer and his wife while they were walking Sunday night along Everett Avenue.
What are y'all doing?
Yeah, man.
What are you doing out here, man? I mean,
The youth is so misguided nowadays, you know, and it all starts with home at the end of the day. You know, a lot of times these kids, they don't have the right people in the home to help, you know, mold them and help control them and you know, nurture them and everything. And they're just so misguided by a lot of things, and they're hungry. They're going for anything they can get. They'll kill anyone. Their minds is all corrupted. You know, it's a sad thing to see. It's a 15-year-old kid who hasn't even experienced his, you know, life yet. He hasn't even touched life. And, you know, for him to do that, to take somebody else's life over probably a couple dollars, you know, and it's just a sad story, man. And it's a cycle with a lot of these kids nowadays. You know, they're dependent on the streets to teach them when they need to, you know, depend on their families in order to help them grow and mold into who they need to be.
yeah, I mean, it's sad all the way around, man. The kids, you know, of course, you got loss of life, which is horrible. You have the kids messed up. I mean, he's not, you know, he's messed up. And then, you know, you've got a wife that doesn't have a husband anymore.
There you go, man.
I mean, God, that's just, I mean, you walking down the street, and here's the thing, man. People don't want to give up their stuff.
They don't.
Why
Should they?
Why should they give up their stuff? It doesn't, you know, it's just never think to rob anybody, man. And what, you got a 15-year-old with a pistol. What's in Cherokee Park? So now what happens this is a byproduct of it. You see, like us two, you see a big black dude walking through Cherokee Park, you're going to see police.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen.
And then they're going to, you know, question you,
Yeah.
you know, harass
We're going to get mad and say,
gonna,
why you mess with me for?
Right.
I'm minding my business.
They're going
you
to
know.
stop and frisk you and everything. So.
I mean, it's, you know, it's the truth, though.
It's
the
sad
truth,
to
though.
say, though.
You know, people on alert just because some crazy, because they already said they planned, LMPD is planning to step up. I guess that's District 8. LMPD was planning to step up patrols in that neighborhood because Jason, the guy that died, Jason Spencer, 30 years old, man. 30 years old. This wasn't an old dude.
No.
30 years old. Big guy. 30 years old. And it's just, I mean, it's what else? It's crazy. It's crazy. But everything has a cause and effect, man.
Right.
Everything. And no matter what, no matter if you're connected to it or not, it's a cause and effect because it's our city and we all have to live in it. And, you know, it's just, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I agree.
I mean, what else, you know, what else can you say about it, man? What else can you say about it? But look, let's go to a guy that's been in the news an awful lot lately. Council President David Yates. I like David Yates. I like this guy. He's a good guy. He's cool. Okay? But David Yates, man, David Yates has been in a lot of controversy.
A lot, yeah. I've seen his name a lot in the news.
And you know, it's not for bills or legislation or what are the other things that the council? What do they do? Bills, legislation, ordinances, all that stuff.
Right.
It's not anything like that. He's been in the news because he's suing LMPD, the Explorer program, because of that sexual impropriety, alleged sexual impropriety. Okay, he was in hot water for that because they asked, why are you, a council president, suing the city in effort to get monetary gain, which is, you know, ultimately what it is.
Right.
And then number two, he presided. Well, yeah, he's presiding council president with that Dan Johnson sexual harassment case. He voted for Dan Johnson to stay in office. Okay, and this is even after he's suing the city.
Right?
Because that's what it is. You sue police. You're suing the city. So you're suing the city for sexual impropriety. but you voted for Dan Johnson, who had admitted to sexually harassing Councilwoman Jessica Green, but you voted not to have him stay on board. I mean, I guess you could say that's hypocritical.
It's very hypocritical.
It's hypocritical. And so when there's money involved for you, it's okay.
Everything's all good.
It's all
as long as the money's there, it's all smooth for you. But
Wow.
you know, if money's not involved, then hey,
it's whatever. Throw him to the wolves.
Just, feed him to the dogs. That's basically what he's doing.
And now,
feed him to the dogs.
Now we got something else. Okay, a while back, I think it was this last year. Yeah, November 2016. You know, everybody loves U of L football. They go crazy over. I don't. I like Kentucky. They're horrible. Well, I'm sorry, Austin. That's you. You went through. But you don't like Stoops, do you?
Nah, I'm not.
He needs to go, man. How long are they gonna keep this guy around, man?
Man, he got another year. He got 6 wins. So.
Oh yeah, he going to. That's all they want is a bowl game.
That's
right?
all they satisfy.
Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah.
Meineke Bowl.
Music City Bowl.
You playing a bowl game in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
And 30 below. Come on, man. Let's go to Florida. Can you get a Florida Bowl? But yeah, Yates. Okay, Yates was accused of assaulting a felony assaulting a man, and the story is weird because it's either the guy was harassing Yates' girlfriend, harassing him, maybe, I don't know. And from what I understand, I heard he broke the guy's jaw.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So Yates, he's a big guy, man. He's big. Have you seen him lately?
No, I haven't seen him lately.
He fills out his suit, man. He got some muscles, man. He look like Clark Kent, man.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't mess with him. So, yeah. Apparently, they say Yates assaulted the guy. No charges from last year. But now, all of the sudden, they want to bring the charges back. They got a special prosecutor from Nelson County, and they want to prosecute the case against David Yates. Somebody said, hey, it's because he's suing LMPD. It might be. It probably is.
That's clear.
It probably is.
Yeah,
it probably
clear
is.
as day.
Probably
that's
is.
the reason. Yeah.
But, go ahead.
No, it's just clear as day. You know what?
Yeah, it's see-through.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, here's the thing. Of course, we've got a law office. Hindsight is 20/20, but what I was thinking was, and I've heard people had conversation about this as well, David Yates, you could have had the case and kept your name out of the news by letting somebody else, referring it out, let somebody else in your firm handle the case. And then not have your name. And because that's the last thing you want to do. The last thing you want to do is the attorney. You do not want to be the main story when you're representing somebody. You don't. That's not good. You want your client and their story to be the main focus. You don't want to have to fight to stay on the case, and you fight because say for instance, if this goes to court, if the grand jury, I think, is they're trying to get this to the grand jury.
Right.
If Yates gets indicted and you're representing people, you're the council president, that's not
How's that look good?
That's a bad look,
right?
Man. That's a real bad look.
Yeah.
He could have avoided the whole thing.
And
but
then, the clients are probably, look, you're in too much. We don't want your representation no more. And there you go. The whole case gone. So he's put himself in a pretty, I don't know, he ain't got himself in a good position right now.
Yeah, in this case, Yates' case was supposed to go to the grand jury this Monday. Judge Audra Eckerly delayed it because to hear arguments, and the Yates' attorney David Stingel, former Commonwealth attorney, Ryan Van Treese, and it's another lawyer. I'll when I see it, I'll tell you his name, but. They're asking for this guy Geegan, the Nelson County prosecutor Geegan, to recuse himself from the case, which I think he stepped off the case as a special prosecutor because they're saying that LMPD pressured this special prosecutor to bring the case against Yates,
right? Which is reasonable.
But hey, the dude and Todd Lewis, that's the other attorney, and so the whole thing though. You got a victim or alleged victim I mean, is this victim going to get justice? They were supposed to have been assaulted. You know, I guess the question becomes, was it self-defense or was it an assault? So, but I mean, it's all politics, man. It's
all
not
politics.
It's all politics. Everything's politics, man. Everything is politics. I mean, that's it. There's no other way around it. Everything is politics, and you can't escape it. But hey, man, honestly, Yates, I hope Yates stays on the case, makes a lot of money, and I hope he doesn't get. Yeah. I hope they don't prosecute him.
Yeah, it'd be wrong if they did prosecute him again, but
But he kind of put himself in a
position.
There you go. He put himself in an awkward position, and he might have put his own clients in an awkward position.
True.
In that civil case.
True.
But hey, it is what it is, man. Yeah. It's like that. Should what do you think about Josh Gordon going to do anything when they let him back?
Now, I like to see him pan out because I thought, his talent is there. But, after seeing his story and hearing his story, hopefully, you always wish for the second chance guys to, get focused and get ahead. So, hopefully he gets his act together and he'll be there.
I hope so. Yeah, you always root for the underdog, man. Comeback stories are good.
Always good.
All that stuff, man. Yeah. You see what happened to Roy Halladay in the plane crash?
Yeah, man, that was sad.
Crazy, man. 40 years old, man.
40, yeah. Crazy.
Man, that's wild stuff.
The planes is wild.
Man, it's dangerous out here, man. I like to keep my feet on the ground, man. But some people are thrill seekers.
Right.
And that's just it.
That's just it.
And, it's unfortunate. You feel bad for his family and,
his kids he leave behind.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy out here. But, hey, it's life, man. Stuff happens. And it's very, 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 very unfortunate. But, on the good point is, though, Cowboys won 3 in a row.
I see you squeeze that in.
Still is on a bye week. Cowboys won 3 in a row. We're gonna see what happens with Zeke. They'll probably suspend him 6 games. But if they go 4-2 in that stretch, then he'll be back for Seattle and Philly and make the playoffs. And they don't want to see Cowboys in the playoffs.
Yeah, it sounds good,
There's a lot of hate for the Cowboys.
They still got to play at the end of the day.
So,
it all sounds good. They still got to play.
I read a comment last week from somebody on the live feed. They were talking about how can I justify Jerry Jones and how can I get on Goodell but justify Jerry Jones?
Right.
Look, man, let me tell you, okay? I've loved the Cowboys when they were under who owned them? Whoever. When the other people, Tom Landry, Tex Schramm, all those guys, man. I love the Cowboys since Tony Hill days, man.
Right.
Okay? I don't care what Jerry Jones does. I do not care. I don't work for Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones does not sign any check that's associated with me. I do not care. I like the Cowboys. I love the star. I love the colors of the uniforms. I love the players. I love the stadium, the old one and the new. I love the Cowboys. And that's all you need to know. Okay? Who's your team? They don't have more trophies than us. Guaranteed. That's just the Steelers. But guaranteed, nobody else does. Okay? Check that. All right? You got anything else to say, Austin?
Nah, man. That's, that's it, man. Another good show. Another, good week.
Another show in the books, man.
Another one in the books.
Tell everybody, YouTube, push the subscribe button. You got to do all these things. But do that, though. Do it. Push the subscribe button. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Listen, watch us go live, all this. Share it.
Yeah. Facebook, Instagram, all of it. Share
SoundCloud, do it.
Shout
man.
us out. Show us some love. Give us some feedback.
Because look,
subscribe to us,
We represent Radcliffe. Y'all not doing nothing. So we know you're not doing that. So this is
hey, you gonna support your homeboy. About my city.
Support your homeboy.
You gonna quit talking about my city.
Providence, Kentucky. Y'all not doing nothing. Watch it. Subscribe, do all that stuff, man. We shouting you out. We represent you well. Okay. Who else in Radcliffe got a podcast?
Nobody.
No, there you go.
Nobody.
So support this man.
Support me, man. Support the family, man. It's all
Family.
good.
Yeah, support us. Nah, we love bringing it to you. We love bringing it to you live. And hey man, we love doing what we do. And keep on listening and keep on watching. Until next time, it's Brandon Lawrence.
Austin Berry.
What's good?
What's good?